Hi there. So I'm Tara, and today we're going to do another ukulele tutorial. And today we're going to use a low G. So it's just like our regular tuning of our ukulele. And if you play ukulele and you've never tried getting maybe a second uke with just the same thing, all your chords will still work the same. But you have that low right there. It's still a G, so that's why everything still works out. And this here's my tenor. So today we're going to do the A blues, and we're going to learn how to rock out. And you know, ukuleles are not just for strumming. You can do hot solos. You can do some really cool blues stuff, rock stuff, Irish, whatever you want to do. You just have to figure out how. And that's why I'm here to help you. So if I'm doing the blues in A, I'm going to have A, D, and E chords, my 1, 4, and 5 chords. So I've got my A, and I'll show you a couple different ways to do those, and then some of those hot solos. So here's an A right there. I can also just use my A7. I've got a D. I can do my D7 like this, or like this. I have an E7. I could do it like this. I could do it like this. So, you know, basically you've got the blues in varying patterns. You can try and make your own blues songs up with those chords like A, then D, 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 then A, then E, 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 D, 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 then A, or anywhere in that realm, and then you maybe have a little turnaround of the E. So, we can also do some shuffles. So we can do an A shuffle. So for that, I always just figure out where's my 5th note from A. A, B, C, D, E. E is my 5. And then I sort of toggle on and off for my 6th note in the scale. So that'd be my F sharp. So I've got my A chord. And I can do the same thing when I go to my D7. My D7, the A is going to be my 5th note. D, G. Wait, D, E, F, G, A. I've got the A, and then I toggle onto the 6, so the B, A to B. Okay, so I've got that, so I could put that into my A, D, and E. So I'm trying to give you a bunch of fun tools and tricks, and then you can plug those in to your heart's content on the tunes that you're writing, or on souping up some of those folk or blues songs you've been working on. Yeah, to make the ukulele really rock. So one thing I could do that's not too hard is if I'm using this D7, which the bonus to this one over this one, they're both good. This one, you can move it up the next. D7, D sharp 7, E7. I can also slide into it. So if I was going A, then I'm just doing a little pinky onto the D there. So I have my D7 to my D, and then I can do the same thing up to my E. All right, so we're hopefully these little tricks and techniques, you'll be plugging them in and having a way fun time. Another thing I could do, wherever I've got a C natural, right? So I've got my A string, A sharp, B, C. That's going to be my flatted 3rd in my scale. If you don't know all of the notes and the scales and everything, don't worry, you can just put your fingers where I am also. But for those of you who are trying to work on your soloing, you're trying to get better at your theory, there is nice bunch of patterns and formulas. So the C natural is my flatted 3rd. I could slide up to my C sharp, which should be my A scale. I could also hammer, which means I put one finger down and then I hammer on to the next one. They call that a hammer on. Not very creative. That's what they call it. When you pull off a note, guess what they call it? pull off. I know, also not very creative, but that's what they call it, folks. But I could hammer onto that flatted third a bunch of times. Also helps if you squish your face up like that. Makes it look much cooler. Another thing I could do, again, finding a C note someplace. So I've got G, A, sharp, B, C. Here's another one. I can use that over any time where I'm in the A chord, you know. This is all A riffs. Another thing I can do to sort of get that Johnny Winter, Edgar Winter kind of riffing in there, I can kind of take like a blues scale. Like I said, I'm trying not to get too theoretical, but if some of you know some of your blues scales on guitar or on other instruments, I could go A, C, D, E. Now I could use my open E. Also, just for me doing some blues riffs, I find it sometimes easier to use the closed one. D, E, G, A, C, D. So I can sort of just tease my way up the scale. So instead of just going up straight, maybe I go. So see that? So I got the A, G, A, C. So you can do that. You do that forwards. You can do that backwards. And I hope that gives you some fun things to do. But again, it is really great if you're motivated, try to learn some of those scales. And then the notes in the scales sort of are just like formulaically really fun. You figure out like the third one, like that C natural, find it somewhere and you can slide. Or you could just hit that pattern there where we have the C natural in there, making it sound bluesy, that flatted third. Anyway, playing around there. So, yeah, have fun with some A and some G and some E. This was Tara Linhart, and if you want any lessons, we can work out on the other uke as well, on mandolins, on guitars. Feel free to check out my Patreon page and my website, just taralinhart.com, and contact me if you want some lessons. I do online, in person, or what have you. So, yeah, see you next time.